We have a sheriff who doesn't have our values, who doesn't respect our rights, more importantly. And that is the fundamental concern for me in this race. You know, after the last campaign, I lost my career, and all I did as a guy who swore an oath to do a job, who had a stellar career in the Orange County Sheriff's Department spanning 2 decades, who was serving as San Clemente, our southernmost city, a vacation destination. I was serving as their police chief, and I still have their support to this day, and they ran me out, and they did everything they could to try to tarnish my reputation and take away my political capital for 2010. That should be a problem for you. If they can do that to a guy with that kind of career and that kind of reputation, what's going to stop them from tromping all over you and your rights? Who's going to back you? That's what we're dealing with here, folks. I carry around with me, sometimes for effect, but mostly because I believe in it, our rule book, our playbook, the United States Constitution. We've got a plan. And this is it. And our great founding fathers, I mean, when you think of what had to come together for these 57 men to come up with the wisdom to create this document, it's remarkable. To get that many people together under the pressure they were under, to come up with a document that actually gave us more power than them. But that wasn't enough. What they did after that, because they realized, wait a minute, we've created a powerful federal government here, and we need to protect our liberties. And they created, following that, our Bill of Rights, 10 rights. 9 of them dedicated strictly to the individual, guaranteeing their rights, and their first among them was the First Amendment, guaranteeing freedom of speech and freedom to demonstrate and freedom of religion. And they did that. They put that in there to provide us a peaceful mechanism to challenge tyranny in our government. And we're at the point now, in my case, where our government is using your tax money to exile a guy like me, who all I did was say, we've got a crook in office and we can do better. Is that remarkable? And we've got a sheriff who says your Second Amendment rights aren't relevant. I know better, right? Didn't we hear that with President Obama? I've heard you, but I know better. We have the same situation here at home. This woman came in and revoked legally issued CCWs, and now what she's doing is giving restricted concealed weapons to people who she deems qualify for it. Here's the problem with that. The Bill of Rights did not come with a multiple choice option. And if our elected officials don't value all of our rights, then they don't value any of them. They're just giving you lip service. It's difficult to give you your time and your money. I commend many of you folks I see at a lot of my events and are working real hard, and I commend you for that, because just like Abraham Lincoln said, you can fool us sometimes, but not all the time. And what's great compared to 2006, when poor me and Tim and Pat Rick and some of these others were bumping around in Orange County trying to shake the tree and let people know, hey, we got a bad situation in the Sheriff's Department. People weren't paying attention. But now when I go out, we've got the Tea Party movement, we've got 9/12, an Act for America, and the Independence Caucus, and the Oath Keepers, and there's so many, and people like you everywhere that are just committed to making change at every level of our government. And we need to do that, because the nanny state isn't taking care of us. They don't know better what's good for you. We do. And I am honored today to have our honored guest. I know you probably think I forgot about her, but I did. Suzanna Hupp here from Texas. And you're going to hear a story today that really tells you the danger and the problem with when our government officials ignore our rights because they think it's in our best interest. I was about as aggressive a police officer as you could be, and maybe 3 times in my career I rolled up on crimes in progress. The most of the time we're rolling up after the fact, and we're cleaning up the mess, and we're trying to catch the crook and hold people accountable. If you're denied the means to protect yourself, you are a victim. Thomas Jefferson said, that you do not have a right to something that another can take away. And that's what this campaign for sheriff is about. Getting back to basics, electing people who understand their oath of office, that will support and defend this county and protect our rights. And if we hold that standard to everybody, from our school boards to the President of the United States, we're going to be in a much different position. So it's my great honor right now to turn this over to Suzanna Hupp, who flew out here from Texas. We're honored to have her, and I can't wait to hear her story. Thank you.